Hey guys, this is Dubuisson, and this is the second video in a series of videos detailing the setup and use of the Selenium testing tool for the Linux environment, specifically for the BreazeHome development virtual machines. Now, this video was meant to aid in the development of the BreazeHome application, so if you have any questions about the Selenium testing tool, please feel free to contact myself, or if you have any questions about the BreazeHome application as a whole, you can contact Professor Masood Sajadi, who is acting as both the mentor and product owner for the BreazeHome 4.0 application. I'll be displaying our contact info at the end of the video. Now, in the previous video, we went over how to install Selenium. And we also went over how to create our first simple script. In this video, we're going over the importance of the various imports that we have on our Python scripts. And we'll also be going over how to actually select various elements on the web page and how to manipulate those elements, whether they be search bars or links. Now, at any point in time, if you ever need any extra info, you can always go to selenium-python.readthedocs.io. And without further ado, we'll just go straight to the demo. Now, if you remember from the last video, we created a simple script that opened up to the YouTube page. Now, if I run this script, and we need to change directory to the directory that contains the script. Alright, contains the script. We type python script.py, run it, and it should open up to YouTube. And that's all nice, but for the Selenium scripts that we want to create, we need some more functionality. I mean, we're going to be testing various things for the BreazeHome project, and just opening up to the BreazeHome web page isn't going to cut it. So let's say we want to actually select this search bar element over here. Alright? So to do that, you're going to need to know various information about this search bar. So just right click it, click inspect, and view the element over here. Now you can see the ID of this element. You can see if this element had various classes, you can see the classes. If it had a tag, you can see the tag, so on and so forth. Now I prefer to select the various elements through XPath, but if you ever have access to the HTML code itself, you can create unique IDs for the various HTML elements to make it easier to select them in the testing process. Because as you're going to see later on, a lot of elements can have the same XPath or the same class, and this makes it a bit more difficult to select a specific element on a web page. So right now you just right click, go to copy, and I can copy the XPath. Now if I go back to Atom, I've already written the code needed to actually select the search bar. I'll uncomment it out. The XPath is already in here. And since I'm actually getting a list of elements because I'm finding elements, I need to select the first element in the list. And to actually send in a search query, we're going to need the send keys command. Alright, and inside the parentheses we can type in whatever we want. Now to actually be able to send these keys though, we're going to need a specific import, and it's called the keys import right over here. Now without this keys import, we can't simulate a user actually typing in something on the keyboard. So we need this import to be able to do that. So once you actually put in this Selenium tutorial in the search bar, we actually want to simulate the user pressing the enter key. Alright, so if we save this and run the script one more time, we should open up to the YouTube page, and if you look at the search bar, you should see it typing in our search query, and we have our search results. That simple. Now let's say, however, we don't want to type something in here. We want to actually click on a specific video down here. So it's basically the same thing. We want to right click on this video, inspect it, and get either the XPath or the ID to the video or the name, anything unique about the video so we can get to it. Now I already have copied down the XPath of this video, and it's down here. I'm gonna comment out this section. And over here is where I'm actually finding a bunch of videos by the XPath video title. Now this is going to give me a list of all the videos on the page, but remember I said I want to get that second video, so let's actually get that second video. So in the list we're going to get the second video, and here we're going to click on that video. Alright, so in the previous series of commands we actually put in an enter key, but here we're actually clicking on the link. If I click file and save and run this script, I should open up to the YouTube page and click on that second video. So it should click on that video. And it's that simple. Now let's actually try doing all this, but now on the BreazeHome website. So let's close this, and what we're going to do now is go back to our script. I'm going to comment out this section. And now what we're going to want to do is, instead of opening up to YouTube, I'm going to open up to BreazeHome right over here. Okay. If I save this and run this script, I should open up straight to the BreazeHome website. And success, we're in the BreazeHome website. Now my previous examples were to the YouTube website just because I knew all the various elements on the YouTube page were functioning and worked. Now the BreazeHome website, currently there's some links that don't work, as you can see, and I know the search bar doesn't work as well, but we're gonna be going around that and click and experiment with the various links that do work on the page. So that's why I was using the YouTube web page for the first couple of examples, because I wanted to show you how to manipulate the search bar and so on and so forth. So we're gonna give the command to actually click on this link, since I know it works, and come to this page. So to do that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to our script. I already have it written down. We're gonna find elements by XPath. I prefer to do it by XPath, and XPath to that link is this right over here. Okay, and as you can see, I'm actually getting the list of elements, and I'm getting the first element in that list. I'm doing it all in one step. Alright, and then I'm gonna click on this element. So let's click file and save and run the script. Now you always want to run the scripts often, because when you create your own script, you're gonna see that you're gonna run into a lot of errors all the time, because sometimes you need to wait for various elements to load and so on and so forth. As you can see here, we didn't click on this element. Why? Because the page hadn't fully loaded when we decide to search for the next element. If you look here, we can see that right here. The list, it just couldn't find that element. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our script over here, and what we're going to do is we're going to add this line over here. What this does is it tells the script to wait at least 10 seconds before timing out. So to give the page about 10 seconds of load time before it decides that it can't find that element. And we're also going to add this over here for the page load timeout. So if a page can't load in 10 seconds, that it'll time out as well. Alright. And in fact, we're going to also comment out this WebDriverWait as well. I'm going to save all this. and run our script again. Okay, so now we're opening up to the BreazeHome website. But this time we successfully clicked on the link. Right? So you're going to be facing this challenge a lot, where you're going to have to find ways to go around the lag time between waiting for pages to load. Now that we've actually opened up this page, let's say I want to click on this property over here. So let's go to our script. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the element, and I already know the XPath to the element, and I want the first one over here, and we're going to click it. So let's save this and run it again. So we're going to go to our BreazeHome web page. We're going to click on the link, but you run into a problem. We still didn't click on this, right? Even though we put in that 10-second wait, we still get this error that it couldn't execute that click, right? We get an element not visible. So the element is there, but it's just not visible yet to the user. So how can we get around this? Well, we can use the WebDriverWait over here. So instead of actually finding elements by path, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell that I want the driver to wait 10 seconds until the specific element is actually clickable, that I can actually click on this element, and I want to find the element by XPath, and I put in XPath here. So if I save and run this script again, let's see what we got. Alright, so I open up the BreazeHome web page, click on the link, and yet we still get the error. We go over here and let's see what we get. We have EC not defined. Alright, so what's EC? You go over here, because right here we put this, I want element clickable, right? Well, this is an expected condition, and it's an import over here. So we're going to need this import. And over here we're searching by path, right? So we're going to need this import in as well, this by import. So let's include those two imports. Save. Let me start closing some of our previous web pages. Okay, and now let's run this script one more time. Okay, so we're opening up to the BreazeHome website, clicking onto the link, and we clicked on the first web address. The first house. So it seems like everything worked. But let's say I want to click on not this one, but this address over here. That's when I start to run into a problem once again. Because if I see here, this expecting condition is only for one element, and it's only gonna get the first element, right? And you can't get around that. So unless I search by ID and have a specific unique ID for each element on the page, you're gonna hit a wall right there. So as you can see, creating various scripts and the tests for them are gonna require you to find ways to manipulate the wait times until various elements can load. And that's about it for this video. In the next video, I'll be showing you guys how to write unit tests for the BreazeHome project using Selenium. Like I said in the beginning of the video, if you have any questions about the Selenium testing tool, you can reach me through my email at adubu002@fau.edu, listed right here. You can also reach me through my LinkedIn account, which I have listed here as well, which contains various forms of contact info. Now, if you have any questions about the BreazeHome project as a whole, you can reach the project owner / mentor, Professor Masood Sajadi, and his email is listed here as well. And that's it for this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.